everyone, it's Diane back again from Tattered Edges Design. And today I was going to do a page in my Smash book which I have dedicated to songs. I mentioned before I have 4 of these, and each one, well, one is called random, so that's whatever, but otherwise it's certain things. And in this I occasionally do a collage, if you will, or, well, I don't know if they're all collages, but anyway, I pay homage to songs I like. So anyway, this one has more of a dumb story behind it than probably anyone wants to hear, but I need to explain it so you know where I'm coming from. Dog hair. Yeah, and before we get started, it just started to rain out. So maybe we won't have lawnmowers and leaf blowers and neighbors laughing and dogs barking. So maybe I won't have to, explain every 5 seconds what the noise is. We'll see. But anyway, I had it in my mind to do this song, This Is Love by PJ Harvey. And just to make a little long story short, it's off YouTube now, but at one time there was a tribute video to Buster Keaton that someone used that as the background music, which I liked. That was the first time I ever heard that song. And I liked the song and I liked the video, and so I'm thinking, this morning I was thinking, well, maybe I'll do that song. Okay. So I printed off, where'd it go? A couple pictures of Buster, and so I chose this one. And then I get my book out, and I'm flipping through, trying to find a page, a blank page I want to use. And I go, oh, I already did it. It's like, I don't remember. I mean, now that I see it, I remember it, but I certainly don't remember doing it. It was May of this year. I don't remember doing it. So we don't want to do another one, right? So anyway, okay, we need a plan B. So I had also thought of doing this song, Big Bear Stomp. It's like a jazz song, and I don't even know when it came out. I guess it's old, from the 20s or something. I don't really know. I don't know much about it. And I happened to hear it on Pandora relatively recently, like a month or two ago. And then I did use it for intro music for one of my videos, and I forget which one it was. I'm sorry. A previous one from this. And I really do like that song. And if you're down in the dumps, play that song. It'll pick you up. But anyway, so I'm like, well, okay, I'll do that song. So it's called Big Bear Stomp. So I pulled out this bear scrapbook paper, and then I printed this off the internet. It's a CD that contains that song. So I kind of like that. It's nice and colorful and bright. And then I still have this picture of Buster, which has absolutely nothing to do with this song, although he was around in the 20s. So I thought, well, maybe I'll incorporate him into this anyway, because it is sort of part of the dumb story of why I'm doing this. So that's where we're at. Except I still didn't pick a picture, a page. Well, and in a way, it doesn't matter too much because I can, paint up. Yeah, I do have paint up here. I can paint over if it's something I don't like and stuff. Well, bears, woods, trees, leaves. All right, maybe we'll start here. And like I said, if I don't, A, I can move on to a different page, or B, I can paint over it or something. So I thought with Buster, yeah, by the way, I do very little prep with this stuff. I mean, I don't know if there's a song here that's okay, signs. So obviously I just took signs. How hard is that? But some songs, I don't know. And I don't really do prep stuff. I get, maybe an image or two, and then I just run with it. So I don't know what I'm doing. But I thought with Buster, he's leaning on a sundial, in case you can't tell that. What if I cut him out and make him like leaning on this, or a bear or something? Actually, that would be good. He's got, see, if you do prep work, you don't have to go, you know what I should do? It's at least 2 of his short comedies. There's a bear in it. All right, you know what, people? I am going to pause. Oh, my timer went off anyway. I gotta get my oven timer. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture with Buster and a bear. And I'll be back in a few minutes. Yes, I was right. Well, I mean, I knew I was right about the movie, but that there were photos of Buster with the bear. And only Buster, excuse me, would pose with a bear like that. Alright, well this kind of changes the game plan. If we, and I don't mean we, I mean me. If we use this, do we not want the other Buster picture in it? Not that you could have too many pictures of Buster Keaton, but... Can't tell if that's a shadow or if it's part of the bear. This is a shadow. Yeah, this isn't the most clear, best picture in the universe. And I think I'm going to leave a little bit of the grass or dirt or whatever it is, so it kind of looks like he's leaning on something there. Yeah, there's an old adage or whatever you call it about for acting, don't work with children or animals because they always kind of upstage you. It's not true of Buster Keaton. He could work with animals, kids, you know, locomotives, you name it, and he still was the main attraction. Alright, how many people on YouTube are you going to watch Fussy cut out a picture of Buster Keaton and a bear today? Don't even answer that because I think we know the answer. Oh, my computer just made a noise for no reason. They have a mind of their own, don't they? Alright. Well, let's see. We'll put this Buster aside. And, okay, this totally supports my theory that I lectured on busy backgrounds and why white paper is your friend. So, I mean, look how distracting this is as a starting point. Yeah, it's very distracting. I don't like it. Let's see if I can find a different page, or I'm gonna hit it with 40 pounds of gesso. Well, that's almost too far the other way. But maybe we'll use it. Well, let me give a quickie flip through here. Well, actually blue. There's blue in this. Alright, we'll do that. You can see Wild Horses by the Rolling Stones. Alright. Yeah, how hard was it to come up with a subject for that song? Well, if we do something like that, and where's my bear paper here? Do we want more than one bear in it? What if we take these edgy ones and put them on the edge? The back of this wood. Of course, I have to leave room to write the title of the song in that too, don't I? Yeah, I don't know what I'll do about that. If I'm going to print it off my computer, or I've got some alphabet scrapbook paper and stickers. I don't know. Wow, you know, when it's quiet and I don't have to keep explaining what all the noise is, I have nothing to say, huh? All right, we'll take a pop quiz. because everybody loves those. What movie is this from? Bonus points if you can name what year the movie is from. Think about that for a minute. Where'd the other bear go? Here. We'll leave that there so you can look at it. It is a feature film, I'll give you that much. All right, everyone's going, I don't know. How am I? Like, yeah, I'm going to know what that is. How am I supposed to know? It's Seven Chances. Came out in 1925. Which I understand Buster was not too keen on making that one, but I'm glad he did. I like it. That's the one. I'm probably talking to nobody who even knows who Buster Keaton is, but that's the movie with all the brides chasing after, I mean hundreds of brides chasing after him in the streets. That's that movie. Okay. You could put the words down here. Let me see what I have in the way of letters. Just a minute. The box is sort of right here, but I gotta slide it out. Well, I got big and little, and it would be cool, but I don't know how to do it. If you were a, Photoshop whiz, you could make it look like the old postcard thing there. That would be pretty cool. Well, there's blue, but maybe we don't want blue. It'll blend in too much. I also have numbers in this box, so it's a little sifting here. Red. No, that's more numbers. Never mind. Now she's not even on camera. There's this one. That's red. Should have done this ahead of time. Should I have not? Or something like that. I don't know. I don't even know what she's talking about. There's this. And this. Wow, that. Oh, that's kind of cool. Alright, well. Alright, I guess it's plenty to start with. Let's see though. You can mix and match. Well, I don't think I want this. And those are shiny letters, which maybe we don't want because all this stuff is very matte. Alright, we'll get rid of that. No, that's not bad. Oh, she's saying not bad again. These are fun. They match, the colors match the New Orleans. Or these are fun. These are fun. Alright, well maybe we'll kind of start mixing and matching and see how obnoxiously colorful and mismatchy we get. Alright, Big Bear Stomp. Where'd my scissors go? Here they are. Well, it's a big B. Although it's like a bubble letter, that's not really what I want. Figures the B is not something I want. It's not something I want on this one either. You see that? It's really... colors are okay, but it's little. Oh wait, there's a big one. Alright. Alright, we'll start with that. Big. Yeah, I should figure out or look up when that came out with the date on here. Sometimes I do that. Could actually cut around it too. Alright, do we want those smaller letters or even stamp letters? Maybe just the capitals? and scrapbook paper. Because I have a feeling I'm going to run out of room. Well, I don't know. I don't see an eye on here. The smaller one anywhere. I guess that's an eye. And this one. And we're knocking stuff over. Yeah, those are. Well, just kind of thinking, you know, if you just, I don't know. Do we want it really super busy? You know, like all these crazy letters and all these crazy letters, and that's you know, would be cohesive because it's all crazy. Or do we want it more subdued and that's your focal point? I can't decide. Let me find another, what were the capitals. We'll take it from there. Another B. A big B on here. Oh, there's a green one. All right. Letters are so close together, they're hard to cut out. Okay, so they'd be big, bear, and then an S. What's on this one? No, that's okay. What's on this one? What about this one? And pull out the warm yellowy color there with this. Alright, so if we had these, that would be nice if they were cut better and straighter. I could cut those down too, or tear it. If we had big bear stamp with stamp letters. Yeah, I think that's probably better. Otherwise, number one, I think I'm going to run out of room. Alright. I think I'm going to kind of fussy cut these. Oh, goody. This is what everybody wanted to see. Alright, so in the comments I don't get, do any of you still, do you have Smash Books? Do you use Smash Books? I guess, really, this is sort of, for me, more like an art journal. Just happens to be a Smash book. Alright, do you have an art journal? And if you don't, why don't you go get one? They're fun. Yeah, actually, if you are artsy and you've never really thought about that, doing something like this, it's, I don't know if I go to say as far as relaxing or therapeutic. I mean, some people think that, but it does kind of get your mind off the daily grind. So I guess it is, huh? Until you have noise you have to explain. It's hard. Do you find this? I find it a lot harder to fussy cut stuff with a... Well, I'm back. I didn't realize I was taking a break. Apparently my phone camera decided, they were editing me, because I just looked up to see if I was in frame and I realized the screen was black. So it crashed. I don't know what. So anyway, I did give out the secret to the universe there and we lost it. But no, I didn't say anything that profound. And actually it didn't miss too much. But I decided in my ramblings that the background was just a little too pristine for me. especially, not that I am definitely not trying to match this page, but this has got grungy ink on it, and so I just thought it was too perfect. So it's gessoed up, and it's still a little damp. As I've said, maybe you missed it before. I don't have a heat gun. I don't use a heat gun. I don't like the noise. I don't like the noise, and if stuff is really wet, I just, I'll go wash dishes or play a video game or, think about the next project. So that. Okay, so anyway, like I said, you didn't really miss too much. I think that's the first time that ever happened. So I gotta, look at the camera every 2 seconds and make sure it's still filming. Anyway, I don't remember if you might have missed this. It was envelope lining, and I decided these stripes kind of match this perfectly. So I decided maybe I would put that there, and that kind of led me to the background was too perfect thing. So that's where that came from. And our letters are still there. Okay, now is it too white and floaty? If I glue stuff down, I know what we need. Some dark splatters. That would do something. Yeah, it would do something, but or dark blue or both. Where's black? Here. Boy, there's a pristine looking bottle of paint. Maybe we'll try black, because it's awfully dark. Let's see. And I think we better cover wild horses. I don't want black stuff on that. I need another scrappy paper. Where's a piece of scrap paper when you need one there? Okay. This paint's about out. Yeah, I can even see through the bottom. I think it's too gloppy. Wet it up a little bit there. Dilute it. Wet it up. Okay, I'm standing back. Okay, I like that. Whether it'll go with the picture or not, I don't know. And yeah, I know I got stuff here. Yeah, really, if you are doing this in your book and stuff, you may want to cover everything. I don't care. This, it's an art journal. It's a smash book. I don't really care that there's schmutz on there. As a matter of fact, it's kind of cool. This looks like rain. All right, now that I have to let dry. So I will do that and then come back. Okay, the spatters have dried, and I took advantage and went ahead and glued this stuff down so you don't have to watch the excitement of that. So anyway, I'm on to the lettering here. So I'm going to glue down this B that's kind of jaggedy. Just it's a little better. I've got some rubber stamps here to make up the rest of the lettering. Okay. Yeah. And I did look up while I was waiting for this to dry when this song came out, and I can't find it. I could find the song, and I guess the original band that did it, but it's from the band was, active in the late 30s. That's all I could find. So it's not from the 20s. Apparently it's the 30s. And this set, it's kind of off camera here. How cool is this? My grandmother-in-law, when she was breaking up housekeeping, I got this. Ink on me. Mainly because nobody else wanted it. Is that cool? And I put some different things in here. It came with, I've mentioned in previous videos, I used a pumpkin and a Christmas tree. You can barely see that. Somebody screwed around with this. We're in here, but I took them out. They're elsewhere. I didn't get rid of them. And then this is the set that came with it. These shorter alphabet things. I bought, I think on Etsy many years ago, and just, it was a newer set. It was in a cardboard box, but I put them in here. So that's that. And I don't really know when this is from. I should glue that down. I'm assuming the 20s. Maybe 30s. But it's still, there's some letters that don't stamp super, super perfect, like brand new. But generally speaking, it all still works really well. All right, we save that. Okay, and this is the biggest set of alphabet stamps I have. That's why I'm grabbing that. So big I. Where'd my ink go here? And I am getting, yeah, this one didn't come with the lowercase, the original set. But I'm going to use all capitals anyway. G. See, it works, you know. You wouldn't think it was like, yeah, really, this could be 100, I doubt it's 100 years old, but it's going on 100 years old. Kind of, I would say creepy, but I don't know. Kind of. Do you ever stop and think about, like, stuff in your house? What's the oldest thing I have in my house? No, Diane, you're the only one who's ever stopped and thought about that. I will say the E is a little imperfect because I've mentioned all the greeting note cards I used to make. I often wrote or stamped hello on the front, so I use the E a lot. And the L and the O. But I can use this other set too if I think it's not that great. Oh, and what does L have to do with anything? I'm thinking hello. A. Yeah. You know, spelling bear is real tricky for some people, apparently. The A is not perfect either, but we don't go for perfection all the time. All right, what comes next, Diane? R would be a good guess. Okay. Okay, people, I'm about ready to give up the ship. So today we don't have noise problems, we have technical problems. The phone decided to stop recording because the storage was full. So we missed a little bit of Diane, you know, being real quippy and cute and funny and insightful and stuff. I did finish stamping, Stomp, there. I don't remember what I said about it. And by the way, I did lay a paper over this side because it was kind of distracting, and I probably should have done that sooner, so I'm sorry for that. But anyway, I decided it needed a border, so I mixed this brown color. I really didn't have it, so I just mixed black and brown. You missed that. And then I took a better brush, my watercolor brush, and, you know, intentionally made a not perfect border around. And so that's where we are. And if this dumb phone doesn't, you know, goof up again, maybe we could finish this without an interruption. See, I don't have to stop for noise today. I have to stop because the camera doesn't work. Ugh. Anyway, that could be done, but I feel there's something about this outer blue edge, and it's still a little wet, that's kind of bugging me. And I thought, what if we put a yellowish around that, and that would, you know, kind of give that yellow more of a reason for being and brighten it up. And we'll try it, and I'm going to put the paper under here just so I don't get yellow where maybe I don't want it. And yeah, I figured, see, it's going to look a little green because of the blue under that, but we'll just see what it looks like, and I'll just have to go over it more than once. or throw in some white. Yeah, I don't know. The recording gods are just not with me lately. It's either noise or technical. And yeah, going through around these wires is not high on my list of things to do today. I don't even remember what all I said that you missed. Well, maybe it just wasn't meant to be, I guess. We'll put it that way. Are we still filming? Yeah. I guess I'll tip my hat to you people that do videos all the time. You think it's just kind of all fun and games, but it's not, is it? And I have heard people say, oh, I made a video, but it didn't turn out, or it was, for whatever reason. So I know I'm not the only one. But it is aggravating. You go all the trouble to film what you're doing and talk about it and stuff, and then it's gone. You can't, I wouldn't be making this again to redo it. So, alright, well, that's okay. It's a little greeny over here, but I gotta let it dry anyway. And yeah, I'm kind of getting, I'm just gonna get on the wires. That's alright. Because we can just take a towel and wipe it off. Let me get another paper and put it over this other page. I've probably seen enough of that as it is anyway. Alright, so what do we think now? Yeah, I like that. Okay, now my question is, do we need more of a straight border or just leave it alone? And I also thought I'm going to punch a couple more of the orange color musical notes. Whoa, flying out. So I kind of want that color more around. And I don't remember, I think this part got cut off. But if it didn't, you might be saying, because I mentioned maybe drawing in bare tracks. But there's not room for that now, so I'm not going to do it. And last night before I retired for the day, I was kind of thinking, because I knew I was going to have some craft time today. So I was thinking, well, what do I want to do? And I'm hemming and hawing, and well, I don't know, and trying to get paint off me. And this, that, and the other. And I really didn't come up with anything. So then this morning I happened to think of this, the PJ Harvey song that I didn't do. So I knew I'd do this today. Well, I don't know, folks. It's kind of sort of, to me, done. I'm going to pause because, there's enough pausing in this video. And let this border dry so I can hit it with another coat so it won't look so... Over here, it's got a little bit of a green tinge to it because of the blue underneath. So I'll do that and come back. Okay. I did the yellow again. I actually hit it with a little gesso first and then went back into the yellow. And then I added a narrow, actually it was just a pen, it's not even a marker, line around this and around here. And I got paint on my ruler and I got paint all over me, so, a good time was had by all. But I think the yellow is encroaching too much on that dark brown stripe border. So I'm going to go over that again. And of course, I think that was part that you missed. I had to mix it because I didn't have a dark brown. So we get to do that again. And of course, I didn't mix much of it, and so I washed the little palette thing off, which was a little palette thing. It wasn't this cap, but I don't have that up here anymore because I thought I was done with it. And black, ow. Okay. I said the black is just about out. Oh, see, now it's a good thing I had this there splattered over there. Is that too dark? Yeah, let me hit that with a little bit brown, more brown. More brown. Alright, who knows what that is? It's Eddie Izzard talking about the monk's wardrobe. Okay. Oh, and then we're getting gesso. You can't see it. Can you see it? Putting the lid down, I'm getting gesso all over the counter. This is definitely an adventure, messy session here. I'm usually neater than this. I think this paint's a little thin. It's not covering super great. So I'll probably have to let that dry and go over it again. I'm getting, no. Thought I got brown on me. But yeah, I think that's better. I think the yellow was taking over, being a little pushy there. And then actually, I kind of think I'm about done. Well, give it a look-see here. Well, it definitely is not a subtle page, is it? Some are subtle, some jump out and slap you in the face. I'm gonna hold this up to me kind of vertically, see if I can tell. Oh, hang on a minute, people. All right, I don't believe this session. I stopped the camera because I can kind of sort of see a little bit of what I'm filming from my angle, just say yes. And so I looked up for some reason and I couldn't see it. It was all dark. I'm like, okay, great. It stopped again. So I stopped, obviously, filming, and it was just showing me I had a low battery, message, but it was still filming. So I stopped it for no reason, really, except I couldn't see what I was doing anyway. So I decided I want another black music note thing here. And I think I'm done with the brown paint. Maybe I might touch a little bit. So just pretend there's a couple spots there that have more paint on them. And then I think I'm done, and I think I'm gonna like run away from this camera as fast as I can. But yeah, I wanted that down there. And as I was saying before I shut it off, I want to, when you work totally flat down like this, it's a good idea to hold it up every once in a while so you can tell what it's looking like better. Okay. Well, as long as I have the paint still here, where'd my towel go? I don't know if this is, no, it's still wet, but it's still thin. Yeah, that's actually, it's a little better. Kind of running out. Naturally, she ran out of paint. Boy, I don't know. Something in the air. Is it? I don't think it's a full moon. Alright, I'm about out of paint, so I think this is going to have to be good enough unless I want to mix more. But I'm not going to make you watch that. And I'm going to date this. I don't actually sign all these, but I do date them because I want to know when I did them. What is today? 12. I'll put it over here. All right. Okay, people, I apologize for all the technical baloney that went on in this video. You know, I'm still new to this. I am not a I can even say it. How can I do it? Technological person. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm sorry. But you know what? I like the results. Who knew I was going to do this today? It's kind of fun, kind of cool. So there we go. Thanks for joining me through all the bumps, and have a great day out there.